Hi, welcome to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends, and I'm Dee, and I'm here with my friends, and we're about to share some journeys, and we have some amazing friends here today, and I'm just so happy that they were able to make it. And well, my passion is all about sharing and knowledge and helping people be educated for learning how to just get back to basics so that we can live a better life. And because life is really, really tough out there, and in order to live better, body, soul, and mind, so you have to have that basic and just be happy. So today I have a couple of my friends. I have some old friends. I have some new friends. I have my old friend. Hi, Diane.
Hi, Dee. How are you?
Okay, great. You know, it's been a little time, and
We had a little break.
yeah. Well, I was here, and then I wasn't, and what have you. But I'm back, and so welcome back, and
Thank
I'm
you.
happy to have you, and you can share your passion.
My passion is acting. I'm an actor, and I love photography. And I also love people, helping people. I'm into humanitarian, and I think we need to be kind to the world. And I just want to say also prayers to Italy.
Yeah, and yeah, it's been kind of rough
It's been-
out there. Yeah, definitely. Well, today we have we're going to think about good things, and we're going to pray for everybody that's going through what they're going through. But we have some wonderful people, and it's going to just put a smile on our faces. And we have two young ladies, and I met one, and I heard her sing like a bird and just inspire me with her story. And then I met her friend, who's also inspiring, and we're going to have them back again. But hi, Denise, how you doing?
I'm good, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy that you were able to make it, and I wasn't sure. I know I put the invitation out, and we got a little confused, but things just happened and made it. It was meant to be.
Yeah, we just go with the
Yes,
flow, and we'll
it-
always be all right.
Definitely,
right?
definitely.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's your first time here, and we're going to hear your story and what have you. But since your first time, I want to. What is your passion for life?
First time in the program. you mean?
Yes, at my.
Yeah. I mean, that's my first time in
Oh
the
no,
US.
you are doing your thing. You know, we're going to share about all of that.
Well, my passion is music,
Yes.
singing in particular,
Mm-hmm.
but also like writing, composing, writing lyrics also,
Right.
and culture, people, nature, traveling,
Right.
love,
Yes.
and spirituality.
Yes.
That
yes,
too.
Yes.
I am a vocalist, I am an actress, and I'm a voice educator as well. But all of that combined, I know that I'm hugely blessed, and it's a gift that I've been given to do something with. It's not only for myself. When you first start out, it's like, you're excited, and you go on stage, and there's applause, and there's flowers, and you stand there with your lipstick and your high heels on, and you feel great.
Yeah.
And then you start to realize, as time moves on, you start to realize how big and great and divine and majestic music is.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And once you realize that, then you start realizing how small you are, but how big it is what you have been blessed with and given to do. And that really made me feel immensely grateful.
Yes.
And also you also start realizing that, because at first I was my own worst critic, and if people would come and pay me a compliment, I would say like, yeah, but this and this and this, that was not good, and and this I could have done better. And then one day someone said to me, why don't you just say thank you?
Yes.
But
But we have to relearn that.
Yeah.
We learn, that's part of our journey,
Yes.
to learn how to be gracious and just accept that
Yeah.
those compliments, and that's just part of we
Yes.
don't know how to sometimes get And that's what we have to learn as women, especially because
especially.
we know to give, or we're always
Yeah.
giving compliments and
Yes.
what have you, but we have to receive too.
Yeah.
And
But I did not realize at that time when that person said that to me, I didn't realize that I was giving,
Mhm.
you know.
Mhm. Oh,
I
yeah,
thought I
you
was
are.
doing something,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it could be so much better, and this and that
No.
was not good. But I was giving, not
Yes,
realizing, you
yes.
know, that I was giving, that I was meaning something
Yes.
to someone else. And
Yes,
I just didn't think that much
Yeah,
of
your
myself.
music is amazing. When
Right.
I
That time.
saw you the first
Thank you.
time, well, the only time, but it was so amazing and so inspiring. And so I knew I needed to meet you, and we did, and we knew mutual friends, and
Yes.
because you're coming from, well, you are from Suriname.
Mhm.
But you're living in
In the
Amsterdam,
Netherlands, yeah.
in Netherlands.
Yeah.
So, and you brought another friend of yours, and she's
Yes.
amazing because she started
Absolutely.
giving me a history lesson, and I was like, whoa, we're going to definitely have her back on. So, Miss Cynthia,
Yes,
how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Well, thank you,
We're
and
gonna get
thank you
back.
for
Let's get
having me in your program too.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you're one of my friends, you know. Denise is here, and it's just
Yeah.
all about sharing and
Yeah.
and sharing the journey. And in you all's rights, both of y'all are amazing, amazing, amazing ladies. And so I'm like, whoa. I just feel like, whoo, it's a little scary that you all are so amazing. And it's just, I love it. I love it. The spirit and what's coming out right now is just a lot of love and a lot of spirituality. So I want to ask you what your passion for life is.
Well, it became my passion, I think. In fact, I am a college teacher,
Mm-hmm.
but during my whole life, since I was a teenager, I realized that we in my country,
Mm-hmm.
we knew so little about our own background.
Mm-hmm.
Because we had history in school, but only from Holland.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was like 20 so much. I was studying still literature. And then I had to read a book. And the book was named A Distant Mirror.
Okay.
A very famous American historian wrote the book. And in the book was one statement, but I never forget. People, community, a group, people who have no access to the sources of their history become people with a self-image that is based on myths and stereotypes.
Instead of truths.
And
Yes.
I never forgot it.
Mm.
And when I read that, I realized this is what happened with the population of Suriname. This is what happened with us. And since I was a teenager, I started to read and study and do a lot of things with history, about my own history. And since, all the books are written, of course, by Dutch people, I had to go to the sources,
Right.
to the archives.
Because we
And
were a colony from Holland.
Really?
we
For
were a
how
colony.
long were you all a colony for?
From 300 years, more than
Wow.
300 years.
And you all just got your independence?
Yeah. We're the
within-
youngest country in South America.
Oh, really? Really?
75.
41 years now. We
Okay.
became independent in
In
1975.
1975?
Yes.
That's when I
But we did have
graduated.
statutory independence, right, since the
Yeah.
50s? But
We could do our
Mm-hmm.
own things, and we could choose our own government, but we were, at those days they called it something like we were part of the kingdom.
Right.
Yeah.
So your passion basically is sharing the knowledge of life and of your history and where you're
Yeah.
coming from, so
Yeah.
that people can just know the
Yeah.
truth.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's important.
And in my case, it's really literally
Yeah.
that, because while I was a college teacher, my students very often had history,
Yeah.
had to do history.
Right.
And I realized when I was hearing them, I had no small children, they were like 20,
Yeah.
21, how little they knew, and that they had no idea of what it was like.
Right.
And they couldn't have an idea, they couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
And then I started to explain to them how it must have been, what our own background was, what our own history was.
So how did you all meet?
Oh, from long ago.
I don't even remember.
She was one of the students in my college.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
I never taught her, but she was there while I was there too.
And you
I
all
was
just,
there.
just
You know, Cynthia
migrated
means
to-
so much to so many people in Suriname, and you know, we all learn so much from her, and especially, you know, youngsters. She takes them like high school classes. Also, she used to take
Yes.
them to
I
on
had a
big
boat.
tours. Yes, she
I-
had a boat, and
Oh, really?
yeah.
A big boat, and I took for 15 years. I took every year 5,000
What?
students
Wow.
on a historical educational trip.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Along former plantations and
Yeah.
all kinds of historical sites, and then she would.
And
you
it
know,
lasted a whole
tell-
day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
It
wow.
is.
Yeah, the both of you educate, like we all do. We have a part of
Yeah,
us that
yeah,
educate, like
yeah,
through music,
yeah,
there's a
yeah.
message.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
through my acting, if I could like reach one person and change
Yes.
someone's lives,
Exactly.
that's what it's all
Yeah.
about, and that's why we're all here sharing our passion.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, I know that you write your music, and you're a writer of books. So the writing of the music, and then you sharing, and you're doing a lot of different shows. And how long
Yeah.
have you been doing your music?
From since she was born.
I've been, you know, I always say I started singing along with my mommy when I was still in her womb. And I've always been singing. You know, singing was part of my everyday life, like eating, drinking, sleeping. You don't think about it.
Yeah.
So when people ask me, like, when did I start? I can't exactly say when, but like professionally, well, I studied law for 4.5 years because I thought, you know, we were educated with
That you have to study
yeah, that you have
something.
to have a profession, and I'm the oldest of 4 girls, so
Okay.
my mom would always instill on us, not only like both my parents did, you have to be educated and have a developed mind and a
Yes,
broad,
yes.
you know, perspective of and know what's going on in the world.
Right.
But my mother would always used to add, and don't forget, you got your girls.
Right.
And you should not be waiting for this prince on a white horse. You must always be able to be what's the word?
Yeah.
Self.
Self-sufficient.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
definitely. Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And
That's what my mom, very independent. You
very
have to be
independent. As was
Yes,
my mom
yes.
as well. You
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
I come from a very loving family, and so anyway, after high school, I decided to study law because I needed to at least go to the university.
Right.
And only after my first year in university, I enrolled in a band. We were having fun and, you know, on stage singing and grooving and getting on down. And all of a sudden it was like, boing, oh, duh. You know, this is it. You know?
Yeah.
That's
your
when I
passion.
realized
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
my passion.
Yeah.
And it took me a few, I continued a few years more in the university because we
Right.
also had been raised with being responsible for yourself
right,
and for
right.
the choices that you make.
Yeah.
And I had made my own choice. They hadn't told me to you know, go study law. So I thought, okay, I'll finish this, and then mom and dad will be very happy, and then I'll continue with music. But it just went downhill with my, you know, I was not motivated anymore. So I muddled on a few years, and then I thought, like, And then I went to the conservatory. And I told them, like, you know, I'm not happy with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then they said, but you will finish that, huh? I said, yeah, promise. And I did.
Really?
Yes.
Really. So you are you probably
No, I haven't finished
Oh,
law.
you didn't finish the law.
So I know enough.
Uh-huh.
But I don't I don't have it like a
What
law
did-
degree.
what did,
Only the weighted basisdoctor. I don't know how to say it in English.
Basic.
I have
Basic.
the first degree that you get, but I mean I didn't complete
You're like the
it.
bachelor's.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So, what did your parents say? What did your mom say when you?
They understood.
Okay.
You know, it was a bit scary for them because had I said I want to go from law studies to geography or medicine or chemistry, it would have been okay.
Right,
Those
right,
are
right.
real
But
professions,
music.
you know. But music was a bit scary. Music, you can't live from music, you know. And music, what people would I be mingling with, you know? And it also was a time of flower power and all that, you know. And so, and oh, and by that time I was in Holland and they were in Suriname. So
Okay.
I was very much, you know, on my own.
Okay, we're gonna come back to that. So just remember where we stopped.
Okay.
Because we gotta take a real quick break.
All right.
So we'll be right back. Okay.
Professional motorcycle transport and towing? Think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Galaxy Luxury Coach is a full-service limousine and party bus company. Family-owned and operated, we are an industry leader with over 25 years of experience in providing best-in-class luxury transportation for your special event. Whether it's your precious wedding day, an all-day wine tour out east, your high school prom, that special birthday, or just an amazing night on the town, our professional chauffeurs stand ready to ensure your special event is truly special. Galaxy Luxury Coach has one of the largest and modern party bus fleets in the New York area. Our party buses are simply nightclubs on wheels. Concert sound systems, light shows, lasers and strobes, multicolor LED lighting brilliantly lights your party bus inside and out. For corporate and more laid-back events, we will cater to your specific needs and requests. What sets Galaxy aside from all others in the luxury transportation industry is our attention to detail in customizing our services to your special event. At Galaxy, it's all about you and your guests. Galaxy customers return time and time again because they know they can trust Galaxy to help deliver those lifetime memorable moments. Step aboard and let your Galaxy experience begin.
Shannon Gates is the #1 fence provider on Long Island, with the most inventory in stock, including vinyl, chain link, and aluminum. Gates offers a custom powder-coated system that prevents rust throughout the life of the fence. We carry fence tools to the trade. We even stock wood, rail, and glass hardware as well. Shannon Gates has our very own patented locking system. The next time you need fencing of any sort, both commercial and private, give Shannon Gates a call at 631-392-4330. You can also visit our website at shannongatesinc.com.
Being a fireman is more than just putting out blazes and giving kittens CPR. Sometimes my duty demands I fan the flames, like when a call comes in from a lady who needs immediate assistance.
Maybe she needs help with a computer thing. Maybe she wants to go antique. Could be as simple as understanding that walking in heels it's hard. Ou aussi simple que l'été dernier à Paris. C'est sympa. Maybe it's ladies' night in, and she wants a simple, delicious recipe for margaritas with a twist. First, a can of limeade. Now hold on to this. You'll be using it. Side note, kittens make everything better. Next, add water. Now, a bottle of light beer. No, shh. Trust me, I'm a professional. And last, and most important, Sauza Blue tequila. Now, mix it up. Ole. Yes, that's what I'm trained for. Whether it's to help her choose leggings or pants, telling her leggings are pants, or discussing leggings and jeggings versus pant pegging at her next ladies' night in, I'll come to the rescue. Don't call me a hero. Just call me. Let me know what time.
Hi, Hi, welcome back to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends, and I'm Dee, and I'm here with my friends, and I'm just hearing so much history and so much life, and it's amazing. And well, we're gonna go back to Denise, and she was talking about her family and how she came back and how
When she started.
how did she start, and then we're gonna go back to you, and because it's just like I want to store. I heard a little story, so I have to hear
Oh, yeah.
about that. So
It's so
Denise,
fascinating.
I know.
Yeah.
So let's talk, Denise, real quick.
So, let me see, where was I?
How you got
How
started?
you got
with
to
the
do
music.
music.
Yeah, so I quit the university. I went to the conservatory. I did finish that, and I've been active in music, singing and performing and coaching ever since. And at a certain point, I started writing and lyrics to instrumental music, or the other way around. I started writing music for poetry. That's also what I do. I'm a multi-stylist in the sense that I'm most of the times being called a jazz vocalist. I say to myself, yeah, but one that sings everything,
Right.
almost everything. I mean, I know when but I know my limitations. But I mean, I love chansons, French chansons. I love my own Surinamese music, of course, which is very versatile. Our population is very mixed, and we have all these different styles of music. I love pop music, I love gospel music, and of course, I love the standards and all that. But I love me some R&B and soul and blues as well. So I basically sing what I feel like singing. I claim the artistic freedom
Yeah.
to do what I want to do. And if a certain style or song or whatnot would not be the right one for me, let me find it out for myself, instead of thinking like, this the audience will like, and that is safe to do. And why I'm saying this is that one day was this journalist who almost made me like defend what I do, because it was different. It was some crossover project, and it was different from jazz. And he was like, yeah, but aren't you afraid you're going to confuse your audience?
Please.
I said, I don't underestimate my audience's intelligence,
Right,
first,
right.
nor their taste. And then it was like, yeah, but don't you think it's safer? I said, no, I don't go for what's safe.
Yes,
I go
yes.
for the challenge.
No
'Cause then-
limitations.
No limit.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes, yes.
Freedom.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Now you have an album out called Ella. What type of music is in that
Well,
album?
it's Ella.
when
Yeah.
we speak
Ella
Ella Fitzgerald, we
Fitzgerald.
speak the
Yeah.
standards,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
it's just the jazz standards that so many people have sung, and so many of us still sing them until today. But this is a tribute album to Ella Fitzgerald, because I love her so much, as do millions in the world. I'm no exception to that. But I was asked to do a play
Yes,
about
I was gonna
her
ask
and her
you, yeah.
life. And for the longest time, I had been, through the years, every now and then, been thinking of a tribute album. But then I thought, like, no, it's nothing new, But combined with this play, or as a follow-up of this theater play that I was handed on a golden platter to do by the director, Jürgen John Afong, who wrote the script. And he told me in 2012, he said, next year I'm going to write a piece about a play on Ella Fitzgerald, and you have to do it.
Yes.
And I was like,
And actually, you said at the concert that I was at that your family, there's some kind of relationship.
yes, there is a kind of a relationship that is, it's more spiritual than like, my grandmother Josephine, whose birthday it is today, would have been. I mean, she's no longer with us, but
Happy birthday.
they're both on the other
Yes,
side.
yes,
She and Auntie Ella, who that's how I call her in my heart, because she looks so much like my grandmother Josephine. They could have been cousins if I would have shown you photos, not telling you who these two women are.
Yeah.
So there has always been this special connection between her and me, going back to my grandmother Josephine. And as I was doing the play, I feel these two women with me, not like all the time, but I have realized that there have been very special moments where I knew that I was being watched.
Yeah.
When I felt that it was okay, when we started the rehearsals, Jürgen and I first just one-on-one. I said, you know, we have to ask permission to do this. I asked Miss Ella's permission, Auntie Ella's permission. You know, I lit candles for her. I prayed on it, and you know, I tried to let her know that this play was written and was going to be performed with love and respect for her and dedicated to her, and not just kind of a tabloid story.
Yeah,
You know, she was a very
And you
private
know,
person.
and you know, it lasts 1.5 hours. And you know how many? It's a one-woman show, one-woman play.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many times Denise has performed it?
How many?
More than 50.
Really? Beautiful.
Everyone and every place, everyone wanted. She even came to Suriname. And every play was completely sold
Oh
out.
my goodness.
Did you do that play here in New York or in your country?
Yeah, she
In
did
all
it in
over.
different places. And she's going to
Yeah.
Germany now with it.
Yes, and I'd love to, you know, to come to the U.S. with it
Yes,
also.
I'm looking forward
That
to
is
it.
that
Because
is
even the pictures that I've seen, some of the
Mm-hmm.
pictures, I can see her there. You have portrayed her to
Thank you,
that
yeah.
level. I definitely
Yes.
saw that
Yeah.
in her.
Well, I'm
you
happy
know, in
that
the
you know, not having seen the play, that you say
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and you know why I'm extra happy. I have avoided imitating her.
Mm-hmm.
I have avoided studying like this is how she stood, or this is how she held her
Yeah,
handkerchief,
yeah,
or
yeah.
this is how she, you know, would walk or look. I just tried to make this connection with heart and, you know, spirit and heart and soul, and then just what's the word? How you say that in English? I try to feel. Just I try to feel and feel her.
Right.
And so I have people saying to me, like, you know, first I was looking at Denise, but then all of a sudden you became Ella,
Yeah.
and then I'm like,
Yes. No, I saw it
Yes.
definitely in the pictures that you sent, and I was reviewing a few of your websites and stuff like that, and I said, "Oh, okay, I felt it."
the
I
play
felt
is,
it.
it's so
Thank you,
interesting to do this. It is a beautiful play, and I'm not saying this, you know, because I'm performing it, but the script, the way Jürgen, he wrote the script in such an interesting way. It's, I don't know, I mean, the way it starts, you know, we're playing, and you know, the audience come in, and we're just playing music and singing and playing. I'm with the bassist, my bassist and pianist, by the way. It's the three of us on stage. And then I sit down and then I start talking, you know.
Yeah.
And I start with, you know, when I died, I didn't think of myself as a legend. You know, it read in all the newspapers that the legendary Ella Fitzgerald had passed away. I never considered myself a legend because that's who she was, you know. She was very modest and kind of shy even, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. I just have. Well, now that we
Yeah,
have
yeah,
connected,
I'd love to see, yeah.
we would definitely will. Whenever you come back, I'm going to find you.
Yeah.
And I will see it for sure.
And you saw her
must,
perform,
you
right,
must.
at the Met, you just
Yes,
performed
at the Metropolitan Room. Yes, I had such a good time. And,
It was a great
And then
evening.
meeting afterwards, it was just. We all had to get kicked out.
That's true, right? They started sweeping the floor and,
They were like,
and cleaning the
okay, it's time. We gotta close. You just gotta get out of here. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fun evening.
I would
We
have
had a
loved to
good
see that
time. It was-
performance,
it
but
was
there's
so
gonna be a
good.
clip that
Yeah, we're gonna have a little a performance of
All right.
Denise in a little bit. But Miss Cynthia,
Yes.
we were talking about a little story, and you started sharing about how you have all these students that you just, oh my gosh, embrace, and
Yeah.
give us a little history.
No, I was explaining that sometimes the things are written in books, but what is in the book is not the truth. And I was giving you an example what made me study this and research this and made me, I can say, almost famous.
Right.
What happened. The name of a black woman, she was not a slave, but she was a black woman, is in Suriname, is in all the big volumes of Suriname's history, not the school books, the big volumes. Why? Just because she wanted to marry a white man in 1764. She had no permission because there was a law forbidding this in Suriname. But she wrote to the owners of the Dutch colony, and she explained who she was. And when the colonial government heard that she had written a letter, they hurriedly wrote a letter also, explaining why such a wedding was forbidden and should stay forbidden forever and ever. They had 19 arguments against this wedding, but they had to admit that there was one argument in favor of the wedding, and that was the fact that this woman was so rich. And by marrying the white man, her wealth would end up with white people. Well, it took the Holland 3 years to discuss this whole thing, and then the answer came to Suriname. Suriname is a Dutch colony, and in fact there is no such law against it, no Dutch law. A law in Suriname, but the Dutch law is higher. But so, then she heard that she could have been married, but unfortunately, the future groom had already died.
Oh no!
So
But,
don't
you know,
say oh no.
You did all that
Because-
research though.
Yeah.
You went in there and
Yeah.
and went.
But
and,
this is in the book. And
the
then the
archives,
book, the history writer is writing, we don't know how come she was so rich, but we assume that it can't be otherwise than that she was the concubine of a white master who set her free and left her his wealth, made her his heir.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's in the book, and that's what everybody believes. And when I researched
Until
this,
you started writing about it.
until I researched this, I found all the information. It was just the other way around. She was the rich person.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So she had the money all
She
the time.
had the money.
Okay.
So now,
But
how
now-
do you research through the archive? You said how you researched information.
Yeah, in the archives.
Well, you had said actually that your husband, being that
Yeah.
he was a
My husband was an ambassador, and we were sent to Belgium.
right, and
in Brussels, it's very close to the Hague.
and then all your students wanted you to write books.
My students
They-
wanted me
they-
to write
they're-
books.
they're the
but-
ones who kinda encouraged you.
But my students were in Suriname, and this was, I was living then in Europe, but I could go to the archives and research what really happened and find out everything. What happened?
Yeah.
But
How
this is
come she
also
was so rich?
this is also the jump in time, like your students when you were in Suriname were to where because she can. I mean, we listen to her now the way she tells the stories.
Yeah.
And they were saying to you like,
Yeah.
why don't you become a
Why
writer?
don't you
You
become a
know?
writer? Why are you in school teaching? And I always told them, whenever I retire, I'll become an author. That's what I told them.
But you
I'll
didn't wait till you retired.
No,
You started-
I could
yes.
do it before.
Yeah, well, that's important. Yeah, and actually, one of your books, one of your first books, became a
film,
movie.
a movie.
Yes, so that's so
and,
cool.
And then and when we had 150 years emancipation of slavery, the movie was especially present for 150 years Emancipation Day.
I have to check that one out.
Yeah,
too.
the cost of sugar.
Does it have it subtitles?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll
and
have to get
the
into
book
that.
is also in English.
Is that the name
And
of
the
the
book
course?
is also in English.
So it's in subtitles or is it in English?
No, subtitled.
Okay,
But the
okay.
book is also translated.
Oh,
And what's the name
good.
of the movie again?
In Dutch is Hoe duur was de suiker, but in English it is The Cost of Sugar.
The cost of
The
sugar.
cost of sugar.
Yeah,
The Cost
so-
of Sugar.
How cool!
Yeah.
How cool!
Maybe you want to explain why this title.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
What's up with
The
sugar?
title, because we had all these sugar plantations.
Right.
And whenever you read the book, you realize how much the sugar costed.
Yeah.
How many lives and
How many
blood, sweat, and
lives and
tears.
struggle. And I don't mean only slaves, huh? I don't mean only the black people.
Yeah.
Also white people, also the soldiers who were sent from Europe to fight the Maroons in Suriname, who died in the rainforest.
Wow.
Many. So what sacrifices was
Yeah,
made
no,
for
definitely.
sugar, and sugar
Yeah,
costed
yeah,
only
I know.
5 cents a pound.
I know. That's
Yeah.
crazy. And it's no good for you.
We now know.
You know, how the sugar is so
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
for us. You know, it's causing us to
Yeah,
have all
yeah,
these
yeah.
diseases and everything. We're not going to go into that. But, oh my goodness, that's so cool.
Yeah,
And
so
what's the
that is
name
one
your,
of
is
the
the name?
books.
Is that the name of your book also? Or
No, the book of Elizabeth Sampson is The Free Negress.
No, she means the
the
cost
name
of
of the
sugar.
book that they took from the movie that they made the movie out of?
It's the cost of
It's
sugar.
the same thing.
Yeah. The
I'm
book
so
of
excited.
about Elizabeth is the Free
You have to see
Negress
it.
Elizabeth, because that's how she was called in Suriname. The
Okay.
Free Negress Elizabeth.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to look for that.
Yeah, I'm so excited. You know, it's like, thank you for bringing
Yes.
Cynthia on this show also. Because I knew I was getting Denise, but I didn't know I was getting, oh my gosh, another.
Yeah, and I must
Amazing
say why
woman.
I'm here is just occasionally because I'm invited to be a visiting professor at Baruch College.
Right.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why I'm here
Right.
for the fall semester.
Right. So you'll be back, you know, because unfortunately, Denise is going to be going back to.
But she's coming
to-
in December.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes, I will
Okay.
be back, by the way, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to hook it up.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we're going to hook it up again, and we'll do something real special.
Yes.
During that time.
Yes.
So yes, hey, that's a future. But you know what? So right now we have time. We're gonna get, well, we do have time, so we're gonna give
Denise,
the clip.
floor.
We're gonna do a little clip that
Okay.
you can set it up a little bit. and
Okay,
then-
now this is a jazz standard, as we call the golden oldies in jazz. It's a beautiful ballad, love ballad, called The Nearness of You.
Okay.
And this is being performed in duo, so just two, me and my guitarist Wolf Martini. We've been working together for like about 14 years. We've traveled the world and we recorded, even in South Africa we had a live album recording. But this is our rendition of this beautiful song, The Nearness of You.
Okay. Well, let's put it on, and we will listen and enjoy. Yes.
It's not the pale moon that excites me, that thrills or delights me. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you. It isn't your sweet conversation that brings the sensation. Oh no, it's just the nearness of you. When I'm in your arms and I feel you so close to me, all my wildest dreams come true. I don't need soft lights to enchant me. If you would only grant me the right to hold you ever so tight. night, the nearness of you. When I'm in your arms and I feel you so close to me, all my wildest dreams do come true. I don't need a soft lights to enchant me. If you would only grant me the right to hold you ever so tight and to feel in the night the nearness of you.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hogshair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for over 30 years. Senior discounts all day, every day. Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website, formulaautowash.com.
Welcome to the Rehab Center located at 2025 Brentwood Road in Brentwood, New York. At the center, we offer chiropractic services, acupuncture, and physical therapy. We take most major medical, no-fault, and workers' comp insurance. If you need these types of services, contact the offices at 631-234-4949. That's 631-234-4949.
Welcome back to Passion for Life with Dee and Friends. And that was wonderful. Oh my gosh. I can't, words. I actually started listening to some of your old stuff and some of your new stuff. And it's just
Thank you.
amazing, 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 amazing.
Blessed.
Yes, 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 yes. Was that one of your originals or that
No, no,
was
no.
just-
This is an old jazz standard that,
Okay.
you know, all the jazz aficionados will know it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You just did it like to the nth degree.
It's one of
It's
those
amazing.
timeless, beautiful love songs that will
Yeah.
always last.
I know. Oh my God.
Beautiful.
Her voice is amazing.
Amazing.
I know.
Insight.
I was like, oh. And now the stories we're getting are amazing. And it was like, whoa. I can't wait. I have to come to Suriname.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yes.
definitely going to be coming.
You'll enjoy.
And I'm going to be going to Amsterdam also.
Okay.
Because I want to go back on the tours, because how I met you is through other friends, you know, which are mutual friends of yours, and they're historians and what have you, and they're just jazz.
Jennifer
enthusi-
Tosh being
yes,
one of them.
Yes.
On Black
well,
Heritage
yes,
Tours.
Definitely.
Yeah, people can look that up on the website also. Black Heritage
Black
Tours.
Heritage Tours, and I have to have her on one day when she comes back too. But she it's an amazing history,
Yes.
amazing tours.
And she has Surinamese roots as well.
Does she?
She's
Yeah,
born
yeah,
in
yeah.
Brooklyn, but from Surinamese immigrants.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, her parents, and I knew her mother.
Really?
Yeah, that too.
It's a small world.
It is,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And I was invited to be on Jennifer Tosh first tour in Amsterdam.
Oh, really?
And while she was doing the tour, at a certain point she said, and my mother here in Holland in the 50s. I said, your mother was here in Holland in the 50s? Yeah, she was a student. I said, well, then I must know her, of course.
Yeah.
What's the name of your mother? And she told me the name. I said, oh, are you Cecilia? Are you Cecilia's daughter? She said, did you know my mother? I said, yes, I was a Girl Scout together with her.
Oh my
And I know
goodness.
all the friends of your mother. Jennifer had never met a friend of her mother
Oh my
before.
goodness.
She started to cry there on the tour.
I can imagine. Well, you see, that's it's just touching, and each body, it needs to be touched by
Yes.
everybody, you know,
Yes.
because we're all sisters in arms, brothers in arms, and what have you. But it's just, you never know who you're going to meet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's supposed, God knows, he makes this happen.
Absolutely.
It's for a reason. It's
Absolutely.
so for a reason.
Yeah.
So
All
I'm
our
just,
stories, you know,
Yeah.
there's so
connect in some way or another.
I was
Yes,
telling you
yes,
that
yes.
I did so much research in the archives. I was so often in the archives that even the people from the archives thought that I was working there. But at a certain one day, the director of the study hall asked me, "Why are you always here?" And then I explained to her, and she became interested too. And because she became interested, she made it available for me that I could see very old documents, what was not
Really?
accessible
Oh
for
my
the public. So she
goodness.
started to research too.
Yeah.
So when I came back, she said, "I found something."
Oh
for
my
you."
goodness.
So, and we became real
Yeah.
good
yeah.
friends. So she had to teach about studying in the archives to university students, and then she would say, "Cynthia McLeod, please come here
yes,
to help
yes.
me explain
Oh my
to the
goodness,
people."
so cool, so cool.
Yeah.
I know you've gotten Denise out there too, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
It's like, okay, let's go for it.
It's
and
so
what have you.
fascinating to be there,
Really,
yeah.
I can imagine. And you know what? I was never really a historian or what have you, but now that I've been introduced to this aspect of it, and I really do need to find out, because I know that I do have some Dutch roots.
Well,
Because-
if you find it, you'll see
Yeah.
you got hooked, because if you you start, it never leaves you.
Really?
Yeah, I want to
I
talk about
remember
that.
the church in Suriname would celebrate that 350th birthday,
Mm-hmm.
the Protestant church.
Really?
So what are we going to do? We haven't got a lot of money. And I said, you know what? Let's put the old baptismal and wedding books and so for the people, so that if people want to find out, want to see the wedding certificate of their great grandparents or the baptismal certificate of their grandmother, that they could see it.
Yeah.
And there was one of the young men who was in the board. He thought it a crazy idea. What are you doing with a thing like that? But he himself, he came. He stayed the whole day, all the time, and he was so excited, because he could see the things. He could see that. He could read it.
Right.
He knew now.
Yeah.
So whenever
Yes,
you
yes,
start, you never can lose it
It's
anymore.
truly amazing. Well, the
is.
thing is, so there's a lot of black folks in Suriname.
In Suriname. Look, Suriname was a colony, a Dutch colony, who brought in many slaves,
Many slaves, okay.
and slave people.
I see.
But after emancipation, the government, the colonial government, wanted people to work. So they brought in Chinese without wives, bachelors, so who married those black and colored people. So in Suriname, the colored race became the largest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because mixture
Right.
with white
Yeah,
and
definitely.
black people.
Right.
So then the Chinese came. Then the Holland asked permission from England to have people from British India. So then the Indians came, who were Hindus and Muslims.
Right.
And then Holland brought in people from Java, Indonesia.
Okay.
So we have Japanese.
All right.
And then a ship was wrecked in front of the coast of Suriname with people from Lebanon.
Wow.
And then the Lebanese came. But we were such a small population that we had to, although the government wanted to keep us apart, they had to do a lot of things together.
Yeah.
And we got education, and in the school system, all the
Yeah.
children were together.
Wow.
So now we are, I can really say, I think the most integrated country in the world.
Yeah, I could imagine.
true.
That's amazing.
And then it started with the indigenous people.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
just
the
like the
indigenous
Native
were the
Americans.
first.
They
All
were
over
the
the
first.
Americas,
Right,
they were the
exactly.
first.
They were the
Yeah,
first.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
in Suriname, and I can really say that, people found a way to do it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of blending in, of
Oh, yeah.
course. And in Suriname, we don't fight each other. We are with each
That's so
other.
cool.
And
Yes,
in
yeah.
Suriname, all
Yeah.
the big religious holiday from all the different ethnic groups are national holidays.
Wow.
So we are the country with the most national holidays.
Really?
That's it.
In
But we-
Suriname,
yeah.
the synagogue is just next to the mosque. And whenever there is a party at the synagogue, they go to the mosque to loan the stools, the chairs. And whenever there is a party in the mosque, the people can put their cars on the parking lot
so
of the
cool.
synagogue.
Yeah, so it is
Yeah.
what it is. It's not
Yeah.
it's just go and have a good time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
with you, okay, you're from Suriname, but you actually live now and
I live in the Netherlands, in Utrecht, in the Netherlands.
Okay.
And
So you know what? We have like 3 minutes. So we gotta be able to get in contact with you all. So the websites, your digits, whatever you want to give both of y'all, so that they can contact you, look you up, find out who you are, what you're all about. Even though we touched on it, but we didn't get really big
yeah,
into
time
it.
flies.
Yes.
Well, I'm on Facebook website. My name is Denise, Denise, Jana, Jann as in Nancy, AH, Denise Jana. So people can look me up on Facebook and on denisejana.com.
Okay.
Email is also very easy. Just try Denise Jana at Hotmail
Okay.
and LinkedIn, and it's It's easy. It's just Denise with an S because there's also D-E-N-I-C-E. I'm I-S-E.
Okay.
That's me.
Okay, cool. And,
I'm Cynthia McLeod,
okay.
and I'm not on Facebook, but I am on Facebook through other people.
Uh-huh.
I'm in Wikipedia.
Wikipedia,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You will find everything, and I am on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Not put by myself, but by one of the universities where I lectured.
Okay.
So you will find me too, and you will find the books.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, spell your last name.
McLeod. I have a Scottish name
Okay.
because my husband was a descendant from a Scottish man. MC, capital L, E-O-D.
Okay, cool.
And I wanted to say, it was an honor to meet you two.
Thank you.
And we could sit here and talk to you guys for hours.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
Thank
yes.
It was a pleasure.
And thank you
And I'm
so
on
much.
YouTube too. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw a lot of stuff on YouTube. I was like, oh my. And I know I reached out. I said, I want you to be here. I claimed it, and you made it happen. And thank you so much for getting me. It was like last minute, but it was meant to be. And
Yeah.
I was like, yay. And we're going to go have eats, and we're going to enjoy each other some more. And sorry, guys, you all not going to be there, but we'll be back next week, and they'll be back again. I'll let you know when they're back.
Yeah.
And we're just...
And when there is a concert here from, when Denise will perform, I hope that a lot of people
Oh,
will
yeah,
come
definitely.
because they will really enjoy
definitely.
it.
And your students are going to be so amazed. I think they're going to be so blessed
Oh, yeah.
having you teach their classes this year. So, Baruch, you all are lucky. So, thank you for sharing your time with us, Passion for Life with Dee and Friends. And thank you, ladies. And we'll see you all next week. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.